everyone. Welcome back to Celtics Media Day, and we finally have Gordon Hayward
Yes.
joining us. Gordon, you went through this last year. What's this like going through Media Day again, getting ready for training camp, starting tomorrow? Very
Right.
quick turnaround.
Yeah, I feel like I'm literally answering the same questions I
I
did
was
last
just
year.
going to ask that.
Like, I'm a new face coming to the team. We went to the Eastern Conference Finals. How are you going to fit in? Yada, yada, yada. It feels good, though, to be healthy more than anything. So I'm really looking forward to just playing basketball again, and hopefully I can stay healthy again this year.
I want to ask you, a lot of people talk about you going down on opening night and missing the whole season.
Yeah.
But people don't talk about the fact that you did have a training camp with this team last year.
Yes.
So that foundation, like how much will that assist you as you look to kind of reintegrate yourself, starting tomorrow?
Yeah, I think more than anything, just like being around the guys, being around the staff, being around Boston as a city, like I'm just way more comfortable. So that's, to me, is really important when you're talking about a basketball team and building a championship caliber basketball team, is having some chemistry with the guys and just being more comfortable. So, I'm over that part, so that's good.
Kyrie said the exact same thing just a little while ago. He's like, I feel like I'm in a different place this year
Yeah.
because everything was so new.
Right.
When you add that all together with you and Kyrie, obviously two very important parts of this team feeling that way, and then everyone else coming back for a second, third season, what do you think that creates in terms of an environment for you guys to start up tomorrow, and the excitement and what you guys want to accomplish in the long run?
Yeah, I mean, I think hopefully we can, since we're past, kind of getting to know each other, like that part, we can just get right into getting the basketball side right. There's still, a lot of work to be done if we want to get to where eventually we feel like we should be able to get to, and that work starts tomorrow. But, I think it's after watching everybody, which I got a front row seat last year, after watching the whole team, it's just very exciting with the depth that we have, the talent that we have. We can do a lot of things.
To follow up, Brad Stevens had said at his Teeing Up for Kids golf tournament, speaking about you and Kyrie kind of coming back, and when a player does go through, something like that with an injury, coming back, they have more of an appreciation for the game. Just even the little things, probably not picking up the marbles with your toes, but
I don't want to do that.
No
again.
appreciation for that?
Tice said you absolutely hated that too,
I
so
did.
he reconfirmed everything.
But I was definitely better than him at it. So.
Do you feel that in some way, Gordon? Just the little things?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been like a passion refuel. Like I went and refueled from this is going to be my 9th year, I believe, in the league, and so some of the stuff that you're talking about, you start to take for granted. And when you can't do some of those things, when you can't run, when even just doing like a sprint test, doing defensive drills, all those little things, I was looking forward to doing because I haven't done them in so long, and I think I'm definitely looking forward to training camp, and that's something I probably haven't said since last year I said it too because I was coming to a new team, but before that, since year one. So I'm excited.
I can one up that. Terry Rozier just said he was excited for Media Day.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No.
He said that on live.
He was just making you guys feel good.
No, he said it. He said it.
So
I'm
how
gonna
much
hold
do
him
you
to
hate
it, too.
Media Day?
Oh, it's the worst.
It's not a fun day,
It's the
right?
worst
Lots of
the
pictures,
worst. Where's
same
camera?
same
No, I'm
questions
just
over and
kidding,
over.
yeah. It's just for me, I've been talking about the same thing the whole day, so that gets annoying. But
You probably just want to start too.
I do,
Like,
yeah.
You've been
get
talking about the
ready.
same thing probably for 4 months.
I have been.
Yeah. Offensively, when you guys get onto the court, what do you think you guys can accomplish? And Brad, when he was sitting here earlier, he said that's the side that this team really needs to improve upon as compared to last season. So what do you think you guys can do offensively this year?
Well, hopefully we can. We have so many weapons. Like hopefully as soon as the game start, we can just get rolling. Sometimes some of the usually on teams it takes guys a little. You kind of ease yourself into the game, but we don't have to do that this year because we have so many weapons. So hopefully we share the basketball. We can play a little more up tempo, get some easy looks. But like I said, 1 through whoever we put in on the court should make an impact. I think we're that good, and so I think that'll really be able to hurt teams.
Mm-hmm. And speaking about seeing a lot of those guys last season, you said you had a front row seat for the playoffs. But watching that, did that help you at all in terms of learning guys' tendencies, where they like the ball, things like that?
Well, I think more than anything, it helped them from an experience standpoint. I think you can't teach experience, so for them to have that, especially when they had responsibility on their shoulders too, especially with Kyrie being out. and I was out as well. You can't teach those moments. You could argue that they're more experienced than I am in the playoffs. I've been to the second round, and that was it. So for them to be able to have that year 2, year 3,
I haven't thought about that. That's a very interesting thought. Yeah.
It's I mean it's invaluable. So I think that'll only help us out. There's going to be situations where somebody's going to get hurt, somebody's going to be sick, somebody's going to have an off game. And when you have so many people that you can turn to get a bucket or to make a big shot at the end of the game, like, that's huge.
We're going to go to Twitter really fast. We have Nick who wants to know, Gordon, how excited are you to play at TD Garden for the first time this regular season?
Man, I am beyond excited. I couldn't wait last season for that, and unfortunately we had a road game for the first game, so I didn't even get to hear the crowd during starting lineups or anything like that. But really excited to play in front of you guys this year, and it'll be so much fun. It'll be awesome.
Something tells me it's going to be pretty loud in there when your name gets
I think
announced.
so too.
I hope so.
Gordon, we were kind of joking around with how many little ones now that are on the team this off season. Are you going to be giving the Daddy's Always Happy gear to your teammates at all to maybe sport?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Once I'm able to get some shipments, I'm going to be handing it out to the guys on the team. We have a lot of new daddies on the team, and so it's great gear, and it supports a good cause.
Right.
So check out the website, go buy some gear. We'll definitely, all the daddies will be happy if we win this year too.
No,
that is also
I
true.
was going to say, I really love that you're doing that, though, giving back portion of the proceeds to MSPCC. That's just
that's
very
just
special.
the main part of the whole thing is giving back to younger parents that can't afford diapers, can't afford outfits, clothes, different things that babies need. And that's really important to me and my wife as well.
And speaking on that topic, last season with the rehab and the injury, you weren't able to get out into the community probably as much as you wanted to. So how excited are you for the off-the-court options that you have this season in Boston?
Yeah, well, I was hobbling around there.
Yeah.
We did a school. My wife and I did a school supply drive this last weekend. We did some hospital visits last year, but looking forward to doing some more this year. And that's a huge part for me, and not just for me, but like I keep saying, my wife is really involved with that stuff too. And I think it's important for us to give back to the community, and it really is a fun part of the job for me, especially when you're able to work with kids and just to see the smile on their face. And being a father now, it just you really can feel that. There's nothing better than when somebody runs up to you and they're just happy to see you. They give you a high five and then they're smiling the rest of the time. Like that's amazing.
Want to dart in a little bit of a different direction, but the reason you wear number 20, Manu Ginobili, retired this offseason. Just talk about
Ray Allen too.
Yeah, and Ray. Ray goes into the Hall of Fame. You got Manu Ginobili retiring, but what way did he inspire you and Manu and watching him play?
Yeah, so Manu was just a competitor, and I loved the way that he competed out there. I felt like he wasn't like the most athletic player. And that was something that I could relate to when I chose number 20. I wasn't like I'm not unathletic, but you know what I mean. But I just loved the way that he played. I loved the passion that he played with. He could do a little bit of everything too, which is what I tried to find in myself. He wasn't just a shooter. He wasn't just a scorer. He played defense. He really, really good passer. And so I loved his game, and that's why I tried to model some of mine after that.
Well, Gordon, thank you so much for your time. We can't thank you enough for
Thanks,
hopefully
guys.
not all of that was repetitive from all the other stations.
There were some new questions.
All right, good.
So.
That's what we aim for, at least a couple.
Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly. And you haven't figured out Jaylen Brown's favorite candy yet, right? That was one of the live stream questions.
Right, I have not asked him.
And they also wanted to know a lot on the hair.
That was the first thing my wife was like. Robin was like, "Why did they ask you about Jaylen Brown's favorite candy?" It must be a thing or something. I don't know.
Does Jaylen Brown even eat candy?
Well, does Jaylen Brown know what his favorite candy is? That might be a better question.
You got to find out.
Yeah.
Report back tomorrow.
I'll do some digging.
All right. All right. Thank you so much,
See you
Gordon.
tomorrow.
Appreciate
Enjoy practice.
All right.
Always great to see you.
Yes.
All right, everyone. Don't